So in my hiatus, I had to take a step back from teaching self-love just to go learn more about self-love for myself. And boy, that journey wasn't the easiest. But through it all, I'm able to bring this topic to you of my experience with losing myself as well as finding myself. Hi cuties, welcome back. I really missed y'all so much. So I'm not gonna do the small talk, enough of that. Okay. Let's get straight to the video. Question 1. What does it look like when you're losing yourself? And I mean really, what does it look like? Don't miss any details. Give us a tea.
I don't know what I'm doing, for being totally honest.
Whenever I feel like I'm losing myself, I usually in a position where I feel like I'm just losing my morals, altogether, priorities messed up. I don't care about you. I don't even care about myself. And it's I just don't have time to even take care of myself. And it usually happens when I'm just completely overwhelmed, or I'm probably in school and I got a whole bunch of assignments, but I'm just at a point where I don't even recognize myself. And yeah, I'm just not my normal self. And I think it happens for many reasons. Sometimes I lose myself in people. And like I said, sometimes it's school. But it's always to a point where I don't recognize myself. Now for question 2. What does finding yourself look like?
What I would say to you turning 18 is give yourself grace to learn, to fail, to unlearn.
For me, when I'm finding myself, usually my perspective changes. It's I'm trying to find something. It's almost as if something's missing and I'm just trying to put the puzzle piece together. Kind of on this, soul search. And I'm just trying new things. I'm not as interested in the things that I used to be in. And I'm really just kind of on this hunt for something that's missing,
Not having any knowledge about anything. And lately, God has just been when you get there, girl, just do it. Freaking do it. So I'm just in my mode of just doing it.
Okay. Question 3. What are your similarities? I guess the similarities is just in both times I feel something gone. But in the position where I'm finding myself, it's mostly because that thing was never there. And so I'm in this journey of just trying to get it, find it. What is it that we're missing, And a lot of times it allows me to not come back to myself, but come back to a better self. And I'm just experiencing a whole lot of change with both of them. It's just when you're losing yourself, at first you could recognize yourself. Now you're just at a point where it's just oh girl, what is this? We don't even do this. When you're finding yourself, you're also experiencing change, because it's for one, you never knew that it was something that was missing there, or something that you need to, start changing or start healing, How have you been going about things? Like I said earlier, don't skip on the details. Do the good and we do that. Yeah, I just know this is really bad for me mentally. The way I go about losing myself is just trying to get back into things that I like. Literally. What is something that will channel Michaela? For me, it's jazz. So one day I took myself to a jazz concert and I was myself more than ever, because that's something I truly love. Something that makes me truly happy. Just getting into those things that, make me, and just trying my best. It's not easy when you are at a point where you're kind of losing yourself in everything, in school and people, you know. So you just kind of have to tap away from those things just for a second, you know, because I know realistically, a lot of times those things are your priorities. Those are things you have to, you know, be in, like school. Like, I have to go to school, you know. However, sometimes you do need to just take a step back. What does Kayla like to do? I love jazz. I love music. I love going outside. I like taking pictures of the sky. I like, you know, just remembering, just something that'll allow me to remember who I actually am. And as far as me finding myself, I usually try new things. You know, because it's like trying to find that puzzle piece, you know. Like, okay, which one goes? You have to try new methods. Okay, not this puzzle piece, maybe this one, maybe this one. And it's just like, you know, once you find that puzzle piece, then it's a perfect match. But until then, you got to start somewhere, you know. So just putting myself out there and just knowing that everything in this life happens for a reason. You know, this might be a journey to my higher self, a journey to becoming more mature or whatever.
I want to say that I've seen you grow and mature and blossom and continue to be the leader that you are.
And just remember, losing yourself or finding yourself, you're always going to come back to self eventually. But until then, I love you, cuties, and love is never too far. Mwah!